Oh, we're so back. We are so back in Railroader because you guys keep convincing me that you want this. So here we are. I played a little bit this morning and did some things. We'll go over generally where we left off. So VFRR number one, hanging out, gathering some passengers, getting ready to chill, getting ready to not chill, getting ready to take these passengers down to Ella from Whittier. Then Valley Forge Railroad number two. Did a little bit of a logging run this morning and currently is being unloaded at the Whittier sawmill. And then we've got some other new cars over at the interchange that got delivered for the afternoon rush. And then I guess we're taking a stroll in the woods now. Some other cars generally over here that got delivered this morning. I think these are all pretty much good to go for now. This got delivered this morning as well. But if you've noticed anything in the top left corner, you will notice the biggest change that has occurred, which is I went and bought a new locomotive. And it is now the biggest locomotive on the railroad. And in particular, it is modeled specifically off of the New Hope and Ivanland Railroad number 40 because it looks almost exactly the same. A couple of small details here and there that are different, but this is it. And this is the locomotive I've been really looking forward to getting because I have a lot of nostalgia with this locomotive. I'm hopefully going to be doing a fall foliage ride on behind this locomotive later in October, but time will tell. But another exciting thing is I started playing around with mods today, and I downloaded a couple mods, and one of the mods, if I can click this one, is this. Now, to most of you, you're going to say, it's a whistle. It is. Specifically, it is New Hope and Ivanland number 40's whistle. Because there's a marvelous modder out there, and I can't remember their name right now, but they went and added, I think the mod I have is 150 different whistles from railroads across the country, and I think even a lot in Canada too. And one of them is the NH&I New Hope and Ivanland 40. So not only do I have now the locomotive that is extremely nostalgic to me, but I get to hear it too. I get to hear exactly what it sounds like. And believe it or not, they actually have like a couple different New Hope and Ivanland Railroad 40 whistles from different eras that it had, which is fun. So for me, who is somebody who's very nostalgic for it and, was really excited to do this, it's exciting. Anyway, now that those little explanations are out of the way, what we need to do is we need to get these three cars, two cars, back to the interchange. This one needs to go, I think, right here. And we will double check that by pressing tab. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then while we do that, we will have number one bring all of these passengers over to Ella. Nice. And then for now we will get this guy moving and get that over on the house track. Nice, $58 more from that. You'll love to see it. We'll keep that on. And then we're going to hold here for the moment because we need to wait for number 1. I guess if we really wanted to, we can do this. We'll get us really prepared for when it shows up. Cool, so we'll let number 40 sit here for the moment. How am I doing this evening, Pumpkin? I'm doing pretty dang well. Kat and I did a little Target date earlier, and we got some dinner, and got a bunch of candles because my place smells god-awful because I made bad chicken, gave myself food poisoning last night. That was real fun. But yeah, now my place doesn't smell like rancid chicken anymore, so that's always nice. There we go. I wish there was a railroading game set in the Pacific Northwest in this game that could at least give me a northern type locomotive. Yeah, I think, I mean, I know people are adding more and more locomotives to this game as they go. I know a mod I just added in was Western Maryland, number 734, which is another consolidation type like this. Because again, that's another one that I have some nostalgia for. I also like that it has just like berserk tractive effort, and it's got really good coal and water capacity, even by comparison to the Berkshire and some of the other things in the game. But yeah, that would be nice. I will not be able to afford that locomotive for quite a while, but it's cool to have in the game. Dark chocolate. Yeah, honestly, hot chocolate does sound phenomenal right now. JMO, all good. No, no worries on timing. No worries on timing whatsoever. Cool. So we will let this sit here as the passengers empty out. Oh wow, they're both filled up. That's nuts. Well, that'll be a good payday. Nice. All right, and then VFR number 2. Let's see, that's good. Let's check out. Interchange. Yeah, we'll do another daily service. Why not? Let's make a little extra cash while we can. Let's go to the interchange. So let's see, what do we have here? So we've got 4 cars that need to be taken to different places. That's going to Whittier House Track. That's going to the sawmill. That's going to the sawmill. That's going to Ella House Track. All right, cool. So Ella House Track is the one that we just put that boxcar on, which is cool. I think C2 is where that other open car is on. I think that's over there. Let's double check that. Yep, that's it. That's going over there. And that's going to the Whittier House Track. Alright, so I think the best way to do it is probably going to be, this needs to be on the back of the train. Gotta think this through. You do have hot cocoa mix in your kitchen. You're right. You are right. Thank you for the reminder, Captain Cat. You're also welcome to come over and make some if you'd like. If you feel like leaving Kitty Von Meow Meow to her own accord further this evening, but I would imagine, understandably, if not. Reverse, bring that guy, 15. Let's see, are these switches all where we want them to be? Yes. Yes. We'll throw a flare down there to stop it before it gets here. I'm thinking this guy, because the Ella House Track is this one, right? So it means that that's inevitably going to have to go on the front of the engine at some point. And then this guy, Whittier House Track. Go to Whittier House Track. That's here, so it's going to have to be in the back. So we might just have to run with the one in the front and one in the back to keep it simple. But of course, they're in like the opposite orientation to make that easy. I might get the mod that extends how many different tracks are at this interchange, because having only these 3 and having the switches so far away from each other really is kind of annoying in terms of time. Alright, we can extinguish that and then swap you to manual, give you some throttle. I think we're just going to have to get complicated with it, unfortunately. Not ideal, but what are you going to do? Kick that up. Hang on. Hang on, I'm thinking. I have an idea. It's a dumb idea, but it's an idea. Bear with me here. Ready? 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 Y'all aren't ready for this. Like, I told you it's a dumb idea before we get started here. I did in fact say what kind of an idea it would be. So Some of you may already have an indication of where I'm going with this. Yeah, alright. Swap that switch. Swap that switch. Alright, we'll see if that goes far enough. So now what we're gonna need to do is... Like that there. Alright, and then you're going forward now. Alright, cool. We'll let that guy rock for a minute. Let's check on this. Aha! Yes! Awesome. Perfect. Love to see it. Swap the... Oh, you're still going way too far. Alright, control, click, follow. Give me your handbrake. Nice. Awesome. Good stuff. Alright, we're gonna turn off that bell because it's a little annoying. Train streams give different definition of hotboxing. They really do, and I love the fact that you know this. I love that you're familiar with that. Alright, now, this is the downside with looking at chat while I'm driving trains, is because it distracts me, and then I get into accidents, which is fine. You guys are worth it. Alright, cool. So, let's, while that starts, we're going back. We got 34 and 30. That's enough for me to be happy. Road, reverse, 20, because they don't like it when you go fast and the engine's not on the back. And then you, my friend, are going to go orders, road, reverse. '20 as well. Awesome. We got all locomotives moving. Isn't it a great day? Isn't it a great time when you got all your trains moving? I'm such a nerd. Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna latch this one up to the back of number 2, and then we're gonna go back down this track, throw them on the front of number 2. We'll probably leave this boxcar off on the siding, or on the closer to the main, while we're dropping stuff off over there. Are we... Is it switch against? No, we're good. Alright, cool. So... Where's Kabusi? Kabusi is... over there. This is... Where is... Oh, it's this. Stop freaking out. I know. Okay, there we go. Drop that flare there. Just so I can ensure... I don't know if it'll automatically couple up, but just in case, because I want to check out these guys and see how they're making out. I think they automatically position themselves properly, but just in case. Yeah, they got ample distance. Yeah, first consolidation on the road. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, I'm actually going to set a flare for number 40, so that way it stops where I want it to stop. Oh, wait. It should stop there because there's a switch against, but just in case. I'm going to throw that flare there. Okay. I think that switch is coming up. So we'll hang here real quick, and that'll give me an opportunity to read some of your chats, everybody. You should be able to see me since I'm a mod. I have live chat on. It's just that, so the biggest issue is I don't know how or where to put the chat on this screen so I can see it, but it's there's a screen down here, like I'm looking at chat right now. Look at where my face is, right? Now I'm looking at the game. So it's kind of hard to do that. I'm going to keep an eye on it as much as I can, and I'm going to take opportunities like this to catch up on chat. But I probably just won't see everything immediately, that's all. I apologize for the inconvenience, my friends. But, yeah. So Soy Jack when Dussy meme in the wild and never felt more disappointed in my life. I don't know what that is, and I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should never know what that is, personally. That sounds concerning. Also, oh yeah, there's definitely way more of that ride than I thought there was, so we are gonna hook these two up real quick. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this immediately because they're gonna round the corner and then I'm gonna miss my opportunity to throw that switch, but you know what? We're just gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna try. There we go. Glad hands up. Release that. Let's send you on. Didn't release naturally. Here we go. Release that, and we'll send you road forward 5. Just keep it simple. And yep, I'm glad I switched back when I did, because I'm gonna have to throw this switch right quick before number 40 comes by. So that way we have them in the proper locations. Boom. And now, number 40 will go where it needs to go. Hopefully. Ideally. We're gonna find out. How many times have you gone to Steamtown? Shockingly none. Which, I do need to do that. Kat, if you're still watching, we should probably do that at some point. Like, maybe next summer. Yeah, I think it's in Scranton, isn't it? Considering it's like in my state and in an area where I frequently go. That is surprising. Oh. And this is why. This is why. This is simply why. Because I don't check the switches first. And then I do that. Also, would somebody please explain to me what I'm missing out on the whatever this is that we're talking about. Also, Gum, good luck. I am sorry that you have to wake up as early as you do, but I respect the fact that you are. That is impressive, and it's certainly earlier than I've woken up in a long time. Cool. 40 stop for fuse. Nice. All right. Now let's get this rolling. I have a feeling I know what I'm going to have to do here. I'm going to have to drop that rear end boxcar here so that way number 40 can bring the other train in here while we're doing this. I think there would be... KX, welcome back. I think there would be Polar Express mods by Christmas, and if so, holiday stream. So here's the thing. I don't know if they're going to have Polar Express mods, but they do already have the locomotive. It's Berkshire 284, and that is like one of the highest ones in the game. But it's already in the game, and it's just a matter of throwing some passenger cars on it and running some passenger trains. I don't think you can adjust the weather, so I don't think we can make it snowy. But we could totally do some passenger train runs for Christmas. But then it's just a matter of, you know, me advancing the railroad enough to get to that point and afford it by then. So that's a different story right there. We'll see what we can do. While we're prepping to swap this switch and get rolling there, I'm gonna go to number 40. Extinguish that. And it should still be ready to go. Yeah, cool. So now we'll go back to number 2. Throw this fella in reverse to get it off of the main. Excellent. And then while we let that steam up a little bit, we'll make sure all of these are in the correct orientation. And drop a fuse here for number 40. Nice. That's right. Alright, so gonna be a little more complicated than I thought, but that's okay, we'll make it work. Does that swap to the right thing? Yep. I'm just gonna double check all these switches really quickly because that's important. Good. Wait a second. Yes, good. Excellent. All right. So this guy we're gonna have to dump here. Or we're all gonna have to go this way. There we go. Interesting that these switches aren't always working properly. Cool. Yes. Just seeing this now, sorry, but yeah, 100% of the hot cocoa while watching the holiday train stream. Love that idea. One rule is that it cannot get cool. That's all I'm saying on that. Wait. I just... Did y'all not just see me throw that switch? Am I losing my mind here? Because, like, if I am, let me know. Also, yes, if somebody took clips of this and put them together with music, that would, in fact, be a training montage. I 100% agree with that assertion. All right, there we go. That switch worked. I swear sometimes it just doesn't work for quite literally no good reason. Alright, and this one is where we actually need to go with this, thankfully. Even though we're coming in rather hot. Which feels a little unnecessary. But that's okay. I could show you a big train crash at high speed, but not in this game mode, because I actually want my company to do well. So I want to keep buying more trains. Nice. Nice. Another $55 in the bank, which is going to help a lot considering we were at a bit above 10 grand this morning and now we're just under 2 because of buying the new locomotive, which I'd love to have it, but a little pricey. What is my favorite Star Wars movie and why is it Revenge of the Sith? Great question. And I'm shocked that you knew that it was in fact Revenge of the Sith, because it is. And that's not even me being funny or doing a bit. Like, it 100% is. Let me just dab the allergens right out of me real quick. Sorry. It is Revenge of the Sith for the prime reason of Ewan McGregor. The other reason is I think it is... I have not seen every movie ever made. There's a lot... I have seen less movies than more in terms of how many movies have been made in history. However, of the movies I've seen, I've never seen a tragedy as interesting or effectively crafted as Revenge of the Sith, and just the general original trilogy in terms of the fall of Anakin Skywalker. I love the world that Star Wars builds in the prequels a lot more than the original trilogy, believe it or not. For me, I recognize why people love the original trilogy in terms of filmmaking. You know, could definitely argue they're better. But in terms of, like, I'm just really biased because I love Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan. Easily my favorite character in the entirety of Star Wars. Yes, I'm biased because he was an idol of mine growing up, so 100% have to recognize that. But I just think he is he's the Dean Winchester to Anakin's Sam. But in just like the best way, and he's the ultimate older brother figure, / father figure, and things like that. And I don't know, just like, I think the world that the prequels create, or the galaxy, I guess the prequels creates, is more interesting and lends itself to more, I don't know, further thought, I guess, in a sense. I'm weird. I know people get bored by the politics of the prequels. To me, that was the most interesting part, watching how somebody takes an entire republic and essentially subverts it into becoming his, dictatorship. It's a lot more interesting than once the dictator has power and is just attempting to maintain it, in my opinion. At least in terms from a narrative perspective. What else? I don't know. I would have to not be running locomotives to give you a better, more concise and eloquent response. But, yeah. That's me. That's where I'm at. Rogue One was cool, Kellen. I agree with you. Rogue One was pretty solid. Haven't seen it in quite a while. Never actually saw Solo. I probably should at some point to call myself even remotely a Star Wars fan. I also still haven't finished Andor. I watched the first episode with Mattis like 3 different times, and I just keep forgetting to do that. So I'll get around to that eventually as well. What else? When I was younger, I was obsessed with, yeah. That is a hot take. Rambo is great, especially... So here's my take on Rambo. The first one's the best, by far. The fourth one is the second best. That's where I stand. I don't know where other people stand on that topic, but for me... Oh, no, stop. Not reverse. God damn it, why do I keep doing that? There's always something I miss. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. I don't know. I'd be curious to hear where else y'all sit on Rambo and Star Wars as well. So beautifully put. I couldn't agree more myself. I think the cinematography is phenomenal. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite comfort movie. Everything you said hits really well. Yeah, fully agreed. It's a great comfort movie. I haven't watched it in a while. Since I had Kat sit down and watch all 6 of them, all 6 movies, for the first time. And that was like a year ago, I think, roughly, coming up on it. Yeah, I mean, everybody hates on it because it's CGI, or at least they did at the time, but now everything is all CGI, so it's more of the standard. But like, looking back, that opening sequence in Revenge of the Sith with the whole, you know, naval war in space above Coruscant, it's sick. It's awesome. Badass. Can't tell me it's not, because it is. Personal opinion. Yeah, the end monologue between those two is phenomenal. Also, the monologue of Darth Plagueis the Wise gets a lot of like meme attention now, but it is just great. It's a great story. I love when films or stories in general have the courage to have a character simply tell a story where they don't feel the need to show flashbacks or, you know, create some visual method of it, which I know sounds like the antithesis of filmmaking, but the way that somebody can communicate through their acting in a monologue, like prime example, Robert Shaw's monologue as Quint in Jaws, phenomenal. You get to know so much about that character through that monologue. I think the same thing you get with Ian McKellen. I think that's his name. But essentially Sidious in that monologue as well, personally. Yeah. Star Wars over anything in my life, which is a crime. Rambo is still amazing though. Peak space battle and any move series. Yeah, couldn't agree. Could not agree more. Alright, we gotta get these guys a rolling. Let's get this one on a road. Not sure why that one was thrown there. Kind of weird, kind of dumb. How are we looking with passengers here? Oh, Jesus. All right, we're 66. Oh, my God. What the hell? Oh, because it's 5. Damn it. All right. Again, that's... Yeah, so the one thing that I do like, but also is tough with this game is they accurately model rush hour, which now I feel bad for letting a bunch of people... we got 120 people on this train and then 67 more waiting. That's so bad of me. Oh my God. All right. Anyway. I do hope as they upgrade this game that we will see actual, like, people boarding and getting onto cars and stuff like that. I think that'd be great. Anyway, this fella, we are going to... damn, hang on. Extinguish that. Gonna get him onto the main again. That's good enough for now. Alright, so let's go to Whittier. Aiden, opinions on the movie No Country for Old Men. Amazing. Incredible. Absolutely phenomenal film. I mean, I love pretty much anything that Roger Deakins has ever done, at least from all of the things that I've seen. I actually had a book that I got signed by him and his wife, which was cool. Yeah, Coen brothers make phenomenal movies. I don't always love their movies, but I respect how good they are, to put it in whatever weird way that would be considered. Extinguish. Let's get this guy rolling. We're going to use this for some more logging today. Never seen it, but it's been on the list forever. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It is a phenomenal film, extremely well done. The blueprint for the type of movies I would love to make. I don't know, I'm torn between doing things that are more entertainment versus art. I think there is a balance that you can strike. That movie's definitely more on the art side, but I think in a great way. I cannot... Again, I check these switches. How does this happen? And this one I just didn't set back. And now I feel doubly terrible because there's a bunch of people trying to get home that are not going to be able to. I'm the shit. Good. Doing a film background report on No Country for Old Men and TBH, it's great. I'm linking society issues to the movie and it's really cool. Would love to hear what society issues you are attaching to that. That'd be really cool to see and hear, because I certainly have not done anything academic in relation to that film, but I could see how you could, and I'd be curious to see how specifically you would take it. Fargo, another cool movie. I don't love Fargo, to be honest with you. I think it's great. I appreciate where it's coming from and what it was doing. But that's one of those ones where it was like, I appreciate it more than I enjoy it. You know what I mean? Which I think is fine. I think you're able to do that with art and entertainment. But that might just be me. Oh, I would stop it right before. There we go. Nice thing is this thing's got enough power to just go for it. Love that. Okay, so... Cool, we can take these up to... Connolly L1, and then just let these ones hang. Apply. We have to link it to a social issue in the time frame when it was released. I'm focusing on the drug traffic and trade through the Mexican border, which is kind of self-explanatory in the movie. Yeah, I could see that. I would say, if you can, this is just coming to mind because they're both Roger Deakins films, but are you allowed to use more than one movie in your essay? Is my question. Because I will save my suggestion until I know whether or not that is acceptable. Oh, cool. There's still a fuse there. Nice. Good amount of cold and water still. Nice. Now we will take over you. Bring you on manual. Extinguish that. Ooh, you're gonna need more water before you leave. Without question. And you did not go forward far enough, which is good to know for using the fuses in the future. Let me select this one, please. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Nice. $65. And we're moving on. Manual to AI road. Forward 20, please. Alright, good. Station stop here. Set that to manual. Let all these people hop off. How many people we got waiting at Ella? Whoop. 58, not horrible. And because we had 67 at the other one, we're going to have these ladies and gentlemen hop right on. And we're not going to wait at all. Am I not? There we go. $120 for $120. Nice. We're not sadly, but I'll watch the other movie. Okay, so looks nothing like 40. What do you mean? This doesn't look like anything like 40? Looks pretty dang similar, except for the steam dome in the front to me. Swap the bell and the steam dome and we're good to go. Although I think it does have 2 compressors for the air instead of just one. Cakes, thank you for stopping by. Glad you're able to be here for a little bit at least. But yeah, BLW 58824. I don't know, man. I'm thinking it looks like 40 quite a bit. That's just me. 33, 35. Alright, we are going to have to move this guy off the main, unfortunately, in order... Actually, we're going to be able to keep this one on the main, but we just need to move it a little forward first. Also, I wasn't sure if I was going to be regretting... Oh, that stopped quick. Jesus. Getting number 40 this early. But considering the fact that I frequently have all 3 locomotives running at the same time, I feel like it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Also, we all saw I barely touched it. I barely touched it. They can still get through, so no need for the whistle. No need for the whistle. Nice. So we're just gonna let this guy sit here and see if these logging cars start loading up. They're starting. Slowly. So we'll see if we can get another run with them in today. Alright, that guy's good. I did just switch that, right? Yep. And then that's where we needed to be. I will put a fuse down here to get it well out of the way. It's going to be too much, but that's fine. We got logs starting to load up. Hey, you know, I mean, if it's only a few, that's all right. Kellen, are you out of here too? But yeah, to continue on what you were asking about a little earlier, yeah, I, for whatever reason, just didn't love Fargo. It's a good movie. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just have to rewatch it again. I watched it first time in college, I think, and then the second time I watched it was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. You're here, alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know what it is about. I feel like in my mind, the way the thought process goes is that Fargo walked so No Country Could Run, in this sense, because they feel like a natural progression from each other, and I know the Coen brothers do a lot of different things, but you know, it accomplished what it needed to accomplish. I really like some of the elements of it, and I would love to like replicate them in a couple of ideas for films that I have, just in terms of the very Americana feel, the very out of place feel, especially for the sheriff, and just the kind of awkwardness of life I really enjoyed. But yeah, I would have to rewatch it again because it's been too long to give you an appropriate response as to why I'm not like absolutely in love with it. And it's looking like not all of these cars are going to be filled today. Only these last 2, which is fine. It's good to know ahead of time. But I think... Did we get another... We did. Okay, so we did get another service. Alright, so once... I'll throw that switch and get this guy in reverse. Pick up a few more passengers. Sure, we're gonna have some. Yep, 31. Nice. And then select number 2. Reverse that. Let's do a yard. 10 car. Oh, nope, 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 nope. See if that works. I've never looked at a wood chip at the same time. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Forgot about that scene, honestly. Yeah, I think that's part of like why I said I need to rewatch the movie because it's been too long. All right, let's get him back 2 more car lengths. 50, 52. All right, you need to get on the move. Reverse 20. And let's make sure. Let's make sure this track is cleared properly, which it wasn't, which is why we check. Which is why we check. Which is why we check. Thank you. Okay, so maybe when I hit it sometimes, it just doesn't switch when I think it does. Could be part of the problem. And we're just waiting on logs with this guy. These all... Oh, that's the problem, because they're for L2. I'm an idiot. Alright. I really gotta find a way to pay more attention. AI yard, reverse, 20 car lengths. It's overdoing it a bit, but that's fine. Northwest Railroad 2. Half a car length. Alright, now forward 10. And we are going to put a fuse up at L2. Never mind, there's already one there. Nice. Run. forward just a tad to get that linked up. Good stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Any of these guys coming? Nope. Keep that right on rolling. Nope, that's going east. Whittier. That stays. That's going east. Whittier. Well, in that case, we have a fuse there. Ching, nicely done. And here, number 2, coming around the curve. Cool, so we're loaded up there. And this thing seriously needs some water, so I'm gonna back it up to the tower here, get some water. Because I have a feeling I will forget it if we don't. Little much, little much. Is that... Alright, so that's considering it close enough. Cool. Wow, this thing really doesn't carry a lot of water. That's gonna be what, like 3,000 gallons max? Whoa. Is that a focus there? Alright, well that's got 3,400 of water left, or in it now. Close that hatch. How are we doing on water in this one? Not terrible. How are we doing? That's got a decent amount. Alright, so I think it's gonna be it for this evening. I know that was a little quick in a sense. It was a little over an hour. For those who are still here, who would be interested or willing in me doing one tomorrow morning before I start continuing to edit? Because it is 10:51. It's a little later in the day, and I have a girlfriend to go say hi to and a kitty to go pet before I go to sleep. So yeah, anybody interested and or willing for something like this in the morning, capable I should say is a better word, because for now I think we're gonna tie down and be unavailable. Okay, good to know, Kellen. Save game. Unfortunately it is okay. The world does not revolve around me playing with trains. That is entirely okay. We will quit though. Oi, one Susie, I think I'm gonna do both. I think I'm gonna do just that. But yeah, it was a good hour 20. Appreciate y'all coming to hang out. But trains, yeah, the nice thing is you can always watch the replay if I do end up doing it in the morning. Um, but yeah, because it's getting late and I should sleep. And I would totally be down to pick this back up in the morning because that'd be fun. Because it's a great way to wake up and enjoy some coffee before I get the day actually started, which is nice. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming by. Appreciate y'all hanging out and hope to see you on the next one, or worst case scenario, you can catch the replay. Appreciate it, everybody, and have a great night.